friends, pardon me for shooting while riding cycle. It's extremely dangerous. Please don't do this. I've been foolish enough for a moment here, but please never do this. Your safety is extremely important. Focus on cycling. Focus on road safety. Yeah, I'm doing this just for the purpose of capturing this video for the vlog. Thank you. Hello friends. So this is my mate, Ramesh. He's a little dirty. I've been riding on him extensively, so please pardon him. He'll get a bath today, since tomorrow is the festival. First, where I am now, I'm halfway between Bangalore and Kanakpura. So this is towards the Kanakpura expedition, which I'm taking today. It feels wonderful breathing fresh air, but nevertheless, still, even though I'm almost 30 kilometers outside Bangalore, there's a lot of traffic. You can see that here. Hi friends, I'm halfway through Kanakpura. So crossed Atto Fleming Ashram, and I think it is Kagalipura, but nevertheless the traffic hasn't reduced. So I'm hoping to reach Kanakpura maybe in another hour or so. I think it's another 25 kilometers from here. It's been tiring. So this break is given a little energy. I just had some coconut water a while before. So now that I'm rejuvenated, I'm going to continue my journey. Yep. Please do come along with me. Let's get along. Thank you. Hi guys, I'm in Hirwali now. It's around 10 to 12 kilometers away from Kanakpura. When you're going from Bangalore to Kanakpura, it comes 10 kilometers ahead of Kanakpura. So the good thing about this stretch, Bangalore to Kanakpura, is there are a lot of lakes here. There are at least 6 to 7 lakes that you encounter when you're traveling from Bangalore to Kanakpura. Like the one that is behind me. This is quite a large one, and the road is on the lake bund. So the ones like this. But nowadays, a lot of these lakes are drying up, and over past few days there's been a good spell of rain, because of which most of these lakes are filled up and they look beautiful, as you can see here. So that's wonderful, and that's one reason it's a pleasure driving on this road between Bangalore and Kanakpura. So the weather also is beautiful. It's not too cloudy, and it's not too sunny as well. It's not very hot as well, so it's pleasant. It's a nice way to for a cycling expedition. So that's the reason I'm here. So another 10 kilometers I'll be in Kanakpura. Yeah. But the traffic's crazy. Tomorrow's festival. Tomorrow is Ayush Puja, and the day after is Vijayadashmi. So there's a lot of shopping, by people for festivities all along the route. So you can see festive mood on the streets as well. So that is also an additional factor which makes the ride enjoyable today. So I'll meet you guys in Kanakpura next. So let's get started. See you guys in Kanakpura. There's a grand building coming up here. Not sure if it is a shopping mall or a government building, or if it's DK Shivkumar's property. But nevertheless, it's on a very grand scale for a small town like Kanakpura. The road from Bangalore to Kanakpura is slightly downhill, but nevertheless it's very tiring. Even though it is downhill, there are a lot of ups and downs, a lot of valleys, and hence it's quite tiring. But back from Kanakpura to Bangalore, while going towards Bangalore, it's uphill because Bangalore is almost 1 kilometer above the sea level. So it's mostly uphill. The elevation is, quite large. So I'm gonna have a gala time. I'm going to head back. Right now I'm around 5 kilometers from reaching Kanakpura. I was thinking of having the coconut water, but they are sparse now. A lot of big sheds where these farmers used to sell coconut. Now they are converted to selling banana leaves because of the festival around. So tomorrow is the Ayush Puja and the day after is Vijayadashmi. So they are selling banana leaves now, and there are less of coconut stalls. But hopefully, I should find one further down the line. Let's see. See you guys in Kanakpura. Hi guys, I took a small pit stop here around 3 to 4 kilometers ahead of Kanipura to refresh, have some coconut milk, coconut water. So it's such a pleasure, stopping near such roadside highway, shops, small petty shops, having a chai there, or having some coconut water there, having some snacks there, like chakli and alcohol. So it's such a pleasure. I mean, you wouldn't have, you wouldn't get this kind of satisfaction even if you, stop somewhere, in some hi-fi restaurant and go for a fine dine. You wouldn't get this pleasure, but this is absolutely wonderful. So my next stop is in Kanipura. See you guys there. Hi friends, this is Kanipura now. So that's the rural college behind me, Kanipura Rural College, and that's the Gandhi Circle ahead. And these are some government offices, the Taluk office here in Kanipura. So it's been a tiring ride. I'll probably have some snacks here in one of the bakeries, and maybe plan on having some decent meal in some good restaurant on the way back. So let's see. There are a lot of restaurants, a lot of good restaurants that have cropped up over the past few years. Around 10 to 12 years back, there were not this many restaurants on this stretch from Bangalore to Kanipura. But now since there's a lot of crowd traveling, people going to Gaganchakki, Padchakki and Pandipur and so on. So they take this route, and there are a lot of restaurants that have come up here. So that's me from Kanipura. So I'll catch up with you guys on the way back. So I'm going to have a kala time on the way back. Since I said it's uphill, it's quite uphill. So I'll catch up with you guys later. Thank you. Hi guys, now I'm on my way back to Bangalore. So this is the Jain College on the outskirts of Kanipura. This is around 10 kilometers away from Kanipura towards Bangalore. So to ride these 10 kilometers, it's taken me almost 40 to 45 minutes. It's very taxing. I'm completely drained out, so I thought I'll just take a quick stop here. I'll start again in a couple of minutes. But it's definitely very tiring. When you're riding the car or when you're riding the bike, you wouldn't really come to know. It's so steep and it's so tiring. But it's actually when you ride a cycle, that's when you would realize that it's actually so steep. And in fact, you'd be surprised to know that Bangalore is almost 1 kilometer above sea level, and most of the areas around Bangalore, they're all at a lower elevation than Bangalore. So that's that's the reason why the weather in Bangalore is so beautiful, right? So yeah, so I'll carry on now after taking a rest for a couple of minutes. So see you again, maybe after around 10 or 15 more kilometers when I take my next pit stop. Alright guys, see you. guys. So this place is where Chiranjeevi Sardar's farmhouse is there, and as well as his resting place. I think it is a little distance away from here. It's around 25 kilometers from Bangalore. Hi guys, now I'm close to Bangalore, around 20 kilometers from Bangalore. This place is close to Art of Living, around a kilometer from Art of Living. So I'm planning to have my meal in this place called Tavaru Mane Tindi. The one right here. It looks good from outside. I hope the food as well is as good as the ambience here of the building. So let's get started. I'm starving. I'm going to talk like anything now. So we'll catch up after my lunch session. See you guys. Hi folks, now I'm near Art of Living. Behind me is Trimurti Adhyatma Mandir. So there is a temple in the garden. There are temples for Lord Hanuman, Krishna and Ganesha here. So there are small temples containing the idols of these deities here. And also, on top, they've constructed huge statues of Lord Hanuman, Krishna and Ganesha, as you can see behind me. I'm not going inside since I've not taken a bath today yet. I have to leave home early for this expedition. Therefore I'm not preferring to go inside the temple. But it's a nice place to relax and spend a few minutes on the. So there's a nice little garden here. And there are statues of animals like giraffe, dinosaur and so on for kids to play. So you can enjoy some time here. And ahead of me, front of me is Art of Living. They've got a huge, sort of forest. And there is also that Adhyatma Mandir, the lotus temple there. That place, you can see a lot of trees there. So behind those trees, we've got Ravi Shankar's ashram, that is, Art of Living ashram. And a little about the hotel, I visited a few minutes back to have my meal. My feedback is that never step into that hotel. Please never step into that hotel if you happen to pass by the Kanpura road. It's so pathetic. So I went inside assuming that, we'll have some wonderful food. But it seems that the hotel was closed and only few employees were there who were by themselves preparing fried rice and roti curry, and there was juice, and these were overpriced, and the fried rice seemed to have been cooked using some stale rice, and juice was also it was given in a paper cup, and it was priced 50 rupees, which was too much for that juice. So my recommendation, my feedback would be that never step into that hotel. Don't go by the looks. Never step into that hotel if you pass by this road anytime. It was so pathetic. And you would rather eat in some small roadside stall, which where they get food in containers and serve lunch to all the travelers here. I would assume that food is far better than the one there. So that's about the hotel, feedback on the hotel. And now I'm heading back to Bangalore. So I presume it might take another 1 hour. So see you all in Bangalore. Bye.